Hi everybody, it's Bonkai922 here to bring you One Piece episode review 558. Somebody requested me to do a video on the 15th anniversary of One Piece. Well, yeah, I mean 15th anniversary, that's fucking awesome, you know? It's funny that it's the 50th anniversary and we get into this episode. This one was pretty good. Again. Got to see more of Luffy's... Luffy. Hey. No shitting around. This is probably common knowledge. He's the best. He's just... Yeah. It's... Let's put it this way. Luffy is what Natsu should be. That's all I gotta say about it. Anyway, moving right along. Okay, this episode, 558, was kind of a strange one. I mean, it was like... Basically, it had to do with the Noah. The ship Noah that, Vanderdecken. That motherfucker. He needs to be put on, like, a list. You know, the predators. He's a predator. That's what the fuck he is. He's a fucking predator. Call the police. Lock your children up. Put them in the house and lock your doors and windows. Because he's a fucking pervert. He's a fucking pervert. That's the only way I can describe Vanderdecken. He's a fucking sicko. Sicko. But anyway, he basically plotted this. He threw Noah at SHIRAHOSHI. And we just got, in the beginning of the episode, you get, Jamon, Neptune, Jamon. He was saying how it's the Promise ship and it shouldn't be moved. And it's supposed to not be moved at all. For, like, the Promise Day, I guess? But that's what he was saying. And then, you know, basically we had that. And... a lot of things were going on. Luffy, pretty much, the majority of this episode was really just Luffy kicking ass and taking names, and the whole thing with SHIRAHOSHI. Now, basically, Hordy gets up and he starts fighting Luffy, and at some point, Luffy brought out, oh man, this was awesome. He kept coming at Hordy with everything. Everything but the kitchen sink. This adamant thing he can do now, holy shit, he did it for everything. He did on his forehead, and he's like a headbutt, boom! And he imprinted his face was imprinted on the shields that the guys were using to, you know, and stuff. And then he did, and when Hordy was fighting him, and he thought, oh, any time Hordy thought, oh, I got it up on him now. Guess what? You don't. He started using that adamant on his arms and his legs, and boom, boom. I was like, yeah, fucking A. And he did this punch with the adamant and just this fucking right, and it was, you know, and he was dodging all his attacks using observation hockey. And that punch, SHIRAHOSHI's like, Luffy-san is so incredibly strong, you know. And even the Kraken, he's like, in his eyes. It was like, what the fuck? And there were some guys. Also, what happened is there was some guys who were trying to attack SHIRAHOSHI, and the Kraken was Sumer wasn't having it. Boom, 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 knocking him fucking dead. Then, out of the blue, as it's approaching, Noah, the ship Noah, and it's just right there. And everybody's seeing it, everybody's giving their own reactions towards it, you know, and, the most funniest thing I'm realizing now about One Piece, Robin. Oh man, I'm such a Robin fanboy. It's not even funny. I like Nami too, but I'm such a Robin fanboy. It's just so crazy because she's so ridiculous what she says. She's like saying, "Oh, that will probably put all us to smash us all in the red blood everywhere." And Usopp's like, "What are you saying that for?" And then, why was Frankie even made a comment? He was like, "Super big." That was funny. So basically, we have the approaching Noah, and after fucking Luffy just fucking annihilated Hordy Jones, Hordy gets up and he's like, "This was not part of the plan. No, Decken, you freaking scumbag, you bastard. You know, you're not part of the plan. You betrayed us all. Blah blah blah. He intends to squish us." And what happened was that Hugh, that's one of, I forgot the thing's name. That imp thing, that huge fucking imp thing. It fell down from the ship and just smashed down. And he's like, Decken, Taicho, he's saying Decken, Taicho, Captain. He says, can you get me back on the ship? And he's like, and Decken, Vander Decken is the biggest pervert, a predator. He's a fucking predator of women. That's what I look at. And he tells him, "No, you'll be a sacrifice for everyone else for Shirahoshi dying." And I'm like, fucking bastard. Then at one point, while this is all going on, everybody's looking up and realizing what's going on. Sumire looks and he realizes something. Shirahoshi's gone. While this is all happening, with Noah and everything, and they all look up and they see her there, and she's basically going up and this way, that way, luring Noah away from everybody. Because Decken was the one who threw Noah at her, and at one point, that he was the one who did it. So she realizes this, and she's going to try to protect everybody by moving away and having it follow her. And that's when, Luffy is complaining about it. It's like, coward Yoshi, why didn't you just stay put? Stay with me. Told you not to, And she gets a knife thrown at her by Decken, and it hits her, grazes her. And it was like, "Oh, princess," the whole bit. And eventually what happens is, not just Sanji, but Luffy and Hordy Jones. So Hordy Jones is like saying, "Fuck you, Vander Decken. I'm not letting you get away with this bullshit. You betrayed us, so I'm coming after your ass." So that's what's going on here. But Hordy is KRUSTY. Hordy is KRUSTY. Come on. Anyway, moving right along. Jinbei then, not knowing that Luffy is going to go after Shirahoshi and try to protect her, Jinbei gives him a piece of coral, and he puts it in his mouth, and he grabs Sanji's leg, and Sanji just then decides, and that's where it kind of ends. He's going to flung Luffy all the way up to the ship. So that's where it's at right now. Basically, the Noah has reached its target, and Shirahoshi's running away from the Noah so it doesn't hurt anybody. Now, like I said, the only real action we saw in this episode was fucking Luffy just owning Hordy. It's like Horny gets annihilated again. It's like every time he gets up and tries to fight Luffy, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Luffy just knocks him down and puts him in his place. Just puts him in his place. It's not even funny. But this one, I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5. 4.5 out of 5. That Noah thing, that ship looks, oh my god, that's so freaking huge. And, he was like, "Accept my love." Decken, a predator. Hordy Jones, KRUSTY. You got a KRUSTY villain and a fucking horny pervert predator in this show. And the reason why I call Deku a pervert and he's a predator is because he's sick. He needs help. He needs to go see a psychiatrist or something because, man, you're not, let me tell you something. You want to kill her? That's not the right thing to do. No, sirree. Not the right thing to do. But yeah, but it was enjoyable. Like I said, the high points of this episode was obviously Lucy. Did I say Lucy? Oh my god. What am I on? Luffy. Luffy just owning Hordy Jones with the adamant, bullet, headbutt, all that stuff. Just owning him. Just like, he belongs in the same boat as Ginjo. He'd be like, he was saying in the boat, he's like, oh, who are you? Oh, my name's Ginjo. I'm the first substitute Soul Reaper. And who are you? Oh, I'm Hordy Jones. What does this boat say? The KRUSTY. They're on a boat, and the boat is heading down a waterfall. That's where all the KRUSTY villains go. Yes, I went there. But yeah, 4.5 out of 5. This was a pretty good fucking episode. Like I said, things are getting climactic. With everything else, we're probably gonna get the fights between, Brook, Rob, and everyone else against the remaining of Hordy's crew. So that's probably where it's gonna go from there. Good episode. Stellar shit. Just stellar shit. I was going to, I don't want to get off topic here, but I was going to do a video on something. But I decided not to. And I just want to briefly mention this. Not trying to get off topic here. Kokoro Connect. This show is good. Now, what I mean by that, and like I said, I don't want to get off topic, just what about One Piece? But I just want to briefly say this. Is good. Like, holy shit good. It was the same people who did, Icon. Watch Kokoro Connect. Watch it. Oh, man. And when you get to episode 5, prepare yourself. Just prepare yourself. Because it's just like, this is going to be your face after the end. It's that good. It's that good. But I just want to briefly say that. Like I said, 4.5 out of 5. One Piece episode. Luffy. Adamant the hell out of Hordy Jones. Hordy just got smashed to hell. That's what everybody call it. Hordy gets smashed to hell again. Okay? So, this has been Bonkai 922. Don't know if I'm going to do another video today. Right now. I don't know. I think this will be it. There's a few other things I didn't do tonight. But I will do tomorrow. I haven't... no verses. I got 2 more to do. I want to see if I can do both of them tomorrow, but we'll see how things paced out. If not, still be a week. Give or take. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. This has been Bonkai 922. I will see you guys later.